money to there, so they will go take it from there. I say, my man, how many bars for the same lecture?
And how can the people catch you now?
The people, before the man call me back, now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now?
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal?
Yeah, he call me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in the around about 8:30, the man call me. He said, oh, my man, now the lecture been there, I'll call you back again.
So that time you go to work?
I go to work.
It's different working place, you come to the man?
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now?
No, I'm not go steal. I go steal. I go to yeah. How you question me, man? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand, then you still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk clear now?
Okay, let's go now. I beg you, sorry.
I say.
When they call you in the net now.
When the man call me in the net, he asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say, we are 3.
He told the message, you're 3.
Yeah. So he said, I want to give you tea to carry to
the message, you want to give you what tea?
Tea. Hot milk tea. Hot milk tea.
Oh, milk tea?
Yeah.
For you to drink?
With bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of real bread.
With egg inside?
With egg inside, my butter. So when I carry it to when the man say carry to the man, when you give it to the man, then you must come back to the car.
So the fool make you now carry that so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah. When I give it to the man, the man say thank you. I say okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right car. So one of my friends call me.
Yeah, the same man you going to now.
Yeah, the same man.
And the man tell you say want for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then they are 2 now.
In the Jeep.
In a Jeep. Then they are 2.
A big Jeep.
Yeah. Black BG. Photo Jeep. Yeah. So when I clean the car now,
air condition all inside.
No. Papa, you can't wait for me to spin now. I'll leave the whole tour now. You can judge people.
I just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people like you can here.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you talk in the question, can I say when I move from here, I'll free? Can I say when I move from here, I'll free? You said one talk again. I wanted to make a whole talk clear to you, but you double in the question. Hi, looking, then you want force another more word there again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to talk again. And said they call me to the office, I go explain.
I think you explain to me that you come to get paid. You say you carry tea to the man. After you carry tea to the man, and you come now. So what next now?
And for me, I will not there.
Nobody, you getting very. You say asking you too much question. Hey, that's me. Things say make your egg and bread. You bring it. Okay, sorry. Now I say sorry now. Okay, sorry.
If you
I will not ask you the question again. Okay, sorry.
When I give you answer now, then you.
Okay. Explain again. I'm not asking you no more question again. Okay, let's go ahead now.
Go to school. The English say I name the English.
Okay, sorry. I say sorry now. Sorry.
Say Ali, you take time. You take time.
I'm taking time. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Say I can take time to
explain.
Electronic and print media, they use everything to promulgate direct propaganda. So they take advantage of that, and he did not. He saved this old man. But what the old man is returning is ungratefulness. Call this president boy. You call the whole Liberian president boy, then you old man, you told him battery around here. But I cannot look at a battery man and elect you because any minute you could collapse. But you already say you want to be president, and we know your record. You're on the time bomb, on the borderline.
Just sitting and laughing and reading the comment section. John Baloo said the reason why he's in this is to save the state. Save Liberia. But Senator Baloo was senator when in his county, 5 wonderful Liberians gruesomely murdered. Their bodies were mutilated. He didn't say anything. A colleague who was then a senator, whose name is enshrined in the TRC report, whose testimony you can find everywhere, that allegedly Carol a massacre on the Kavala River, became a senator from in jail. He came from jail. That case died in Maryland. Senator Baloo was senator. Senator Baloo was senator when Kid Juba was killed. Senator Baloo was senator when the Fula man was beheaded in River G. Senator Baloo was senator when the 17 young men were killed between Lower Magidi and Grand Bassa County. Senator Baloo was senator when one of the people who funding all of his effort was giving Enter Janet Hosmer money and squash car to love it for him him to move on traveling ban and access free. But today, he said he wants to save the country. Senator Balu was senator when Bridgeway from London came to do prospect in Liberia. Senator Balu then got vehicle and money.
Balu la Brian, senator.
It's a thief. I'm telling you, it's a thief. Anybody who lie on what he told, he had checks here. We published no checks before. He denied a signature on those checks before 2020 campaign. He's a common criminal. I'm saying that to you. He's a common criminal. That's the budget he voted for. He's a criminal because he lied at $3.6 million not in the budget. He can't take me anywhere. I defy him. That's a criminal. No, I'm not angry. I'm being forceful. I'm being intellectual. I'm providing facts. No, I said something I didn't mention him, so they don't know I'm a medicine. He has no integrity in lie about integrity. He's in the crisis of integrity. He's drowning in the crisis of integrity. He's not only fake. He's drowning in the crisis of integrity. I say he's a criminal. He's a thief. To take a $45,000 car in the budget to vote for it, not just to vote for it, and you didn't inform the people because say everything you will inform the people on record for that. And he didn't say anything about it. Okay, the pastor didn't vote, but why he didn't say it? Why he didn't say he voted for it? The records are there, gentlemen. Senator Delon should be treated as a common criminal for lying to the public that there's no $3.6 million in the budget. Okay, and they said they didn't want it. Where they place it? There's $3.6 million. The money here. The thing is in the budget. There's the final budget. So like they don't tell you when they took it all of a sudden where they put it. I beg you. One question is when they took it out, can you show us where you put your share? That's the question. If they answer that question, come back to me.
We now go over to Robert Tier of the Unity Party.
Yeah, everything I do, we must first tell the thing to the people.
That's what I'm saying.
We've been doing that. We have people cleaning the champagne in our various communities. In social science, said, go to people and ask them what they name. And so you posing them to say, I name this. But if you don't ask your people, then what do you carry to them? So before I ask them what they name and what they name, that we take them to them.
Your three major priorities.
Right now, if you look at I'm a teacher in profession.
You teacher?
Yeah, I'm a teacher. The second thing is that we want the boroughs autonomous.
The boroughs what?
It's autonomous. Yeah, it's autonomous.
Go ahead.
And we look at some of the things we want to consider because we talk about autonomous, that means you have a lot of facility, a lot of things that you do in the borough. And if you are autonomous and you have other things to do, and if you look at Nukuta, many young people are graduated from college in the district. Right now, the first thing we embarked was to have a reconciliation regional meeting out of the communities.
So Tia, at what level were you teaching? Was it elementary, junior high, or senior high?
We're taking elementary divisions.
Oh, okay.
Elementary division. And we're credible, we are more accessible, and we're development oriented. So hello, Robert B. Tier is a librarian. After our graduation from the elementary school, we keep the Murray Road to attend the junior high school, the Pastor Junior High School, and from there we went to Central High and we graduated 1998. I'm a teacher in professions. Robert Tier is one of his daughter's sons. Robert Tier is one of the credible sons. Robert Tier is deserved to be a servant in the district. Robert Tier is a public servant. I always work at the National Security Agency in Cape Town.
Before you were born, you feel discouraged. We were the one that's feeding chicken here. But today I can't do it. I want to be honest with you people. I don't want to tell you people a fairy tale story that you'll go home and do something. I'm being honest with you people.
You said during the youthful days in Bong, you were one person who used to steal chicken.
I'm proud of that too.
And today coming back to tell the Liberian people that you want to have an elected position or occupy an elected position. Don't you think someone may refer to you as an old criminal?
And I need one to pour me, I will take it. I did it at that time, so I cannot dodge. But what I'm telling you is this: I have been refound, not only by myself, but by God alone.
For being refound, don't you think it will still follow you? This is a political era. Like you can remember.
Let me tell you something. If you want me to lie to the people of this country, then I will not do it. I'm telling you factual story about me. I'm telling you something about me. I want the Liberian people to listen to it and be able to vote for me. Look, Jesus Christ himself said, only the criminal will be able to preach the Bible and understand it better. Okay? Why do you think Jesus made that remark? Because he knew there would be criminal in the world. Look, if I go to steal chicken today, you'll put hanger on me and try to read me in Bagan.
Are you making this statement to get the vote of the young people who these days are called Zogos and Zogis?
Or to maybe seek forgiveness?
Let me tell you, I'm making this statement to identify myself and where I come from, the struggle I went through, so you can build your life from there at younger generation and know there is.
This is a two-faced issue.
This is a critical issue in this country, and we must stand up and speak the truth. Because for you to use that indicated that money should be printed.
The essence of this exercise, the essence of this exercise is to know the facts. Everybody will have the opportunity to ask questions if you so desire.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are, however you are joining the conversation here on 87.9. What a pleasant way to welcome you to the program Freedom Hub. My name is Kine Oliver Kine. Princess Alexa Vanja Colley is also pretty seated. For those of you in Monrovia and the rest of Liberia, I want to say welcome and good afternoon to you. All of our people across the world, ranging from Northern Africa, those in Morocco, Egypt, Tunisia, our people in Europe, those in the United States of America, Canada, and those in Asia, our people all across the world. What a pleasant way to welcome you to a new edition of the People's Program here on 87.9. Too many things on the plate, a lot of issues going on in the country, and it is our job to keep those issues on your menu for all of what you need to know about trending issues in the country. Today, Liberia is running on a one lane, like we used to have when the waterside bridge was down. The country was operating on one lane. So is the situation with the GSM companies in the country. On today, we're operating with one of the GSM companies because Lone Star Cell MTN is down from their mobile internet and the mobile money platforms. So today, if you're in the United States, if you're outside of the country and wanting to send money through the different remittances, institutions, and you are not having it through, it is because Lone Star Cell MTN mobile money is down. The internet service provision of the entity is also down. And so that is what you need to know. That is the biggest news in the country. More so from the political perspective and too many issues bordering on lives and security of the people. We have a development coming up. The father of the AFL soldier who allegedly shot himself 6 times in the head is seeking for justice. I repeat, the papa whose son was in the army, and the papa who saw your son, who they say his son in the army shot himself 6 times in the head. The papa say he don't believe that story. And the papa say he wants justice. We're gonna have that conversation here. We'll play you the old man's voice on the radio. We'll play you his voice where he's asking the government of Liberia to give him justice. This thing happened in the early part of this year, somewhere around between February and March of this year. That was exactly when Captain Bobby allegedly fired 6 times in his head. I don't know how many bullets should be able to kill one person. But again, we are told that the man shot himself 6 times in the head. His father said he don't believe that story. His father said he not trust that story. His father is asking for an independent investigation into the death of his son. We'll play you the Papa's voice on the radio. Too many things to talk about. On the flip side of issues, Princess Alexa Vanjakoli will read you a circular that was issued by the CSA. The CSA is asking civil servants to refrain from making statements on Facebook that are derogatory. You did not get me correctly. I said the CSA is asking civil servants to stop, abusing people on Facebook, to stop getting involved with, political conversations that are not mature, conversations that are provocative. According to the CSA and the provisions in the law, they are going to be dismissing people who will be caught doing it. According to them, this is the law that they use to dismiss the individuals from the Monrovia City Corporation. And so that conversation is going to be held here on the platform. Is the CSA serious about it? Is the CSA actually serious about fighting corruption and maintaining the order in the government? As fresh information we receive is indicating that the son of Jeremiah Kun, Sekwe Yeke Zekwi. I don't even know how to call that name. But we are told that the son of Jeremiah Kun's political son, is the only person in the government of Liberia who is working at the Capitol building. Yes, and also at the level of the LPRC. One man taking 2 salaries because his father, a political father, is the vice president of the country. Did the CSA see that? Did the CSA ignore it? A Liberian journalist, Charles Yet, is posting on his page, on his Facebook page, with those information, with the checks and other issues are attached right here in your country. So all of these plus many other conversations will form the basis of today's presentation here on 87.9. Let's take a break. We bring you Crime Stoppers Liberia. When that is done, we'll rumble through the issues making the news in the country right here on the station with me and my able deputy, the Honorable Princess Alexa Vanjakoli. Let's take a break. To be right back.
There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, you report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. Really can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see you must target, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see don't keep it. I'm a part of report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, From the center to interior, I'm stop. Keep me safe, let's stop for Allah.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self, Omen Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing.
Okay, so Crime Stoppers Liberia is our official sponsor here on the conversation. They've been here from the inception. Alexa, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Oliver, and I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. However, where you join us, I would like to say welcome to today's presentation of the program Freedom Hub on 87.9 FM. The biggest thing to happen to Liberia at about this time. We have a lot to talk about, and we have a couple of things on our today's menu. So we're going to go right through that and discuss all of the different issues. However, like Oliver said, we're on like one leg today. We're using just one internet service provider in the country.
Okay.
So if you're out there and you're trying to reach out to your family members or however you're trying to reach out, everyone is not just using one. Some people are using two of the companies we have. Some people are using just one.
Oh yeah.
So it's like really difficult at about this point. So we hope you are going to take note, really.
Okay, and so because of Lone Star Cell MTN breakdown, we are not going to be giving the 100,000 again today.
If all goes well,
except that the way we on the show now and Lone Star get better, then we'll start giving it the 100,000. But from where we sit, I'm not too sure it's going to be
this for
it's going to be possible
for a couple of hours
since this morning. It has been like that. So we're not going to be giving you 100,000 again today. Let's hope that tomorrow we'll be able to continue giving you some money as we've been doing on the platform over the period. Now, so the father of the late Sergeant Bobby Mane is angry, Alexa. He's not satisfied with what is happening as it relates to what transpired, where it is being reported that his son, you remember the situation? Yeah, to say his son who was in the army, shot himself 6 times. 6 times. I wish I could have. Oh, God. Let's go to Google and see whether Google can give us 6 shots.
Six times.
6 times
in the head.
6 times in the head.
You can imagine.
6 times. 6 times. Yeah. Alexa, keep processing that thing. 6 gunshots.
Like, to even imagine it, it's like, Lord, you can't just put your thoughts, through to actually get a clear picture of what exactly it is, and just imagining how can a person, shoot himself in his head 6 times. I'm trying to actually picture that. I'm trying to actually imagine that, but it is really difficult to imagine because I'm not sure that it actually works, that someone will shoot themselves in the head 6 times. I'm just looking at it. Maybe if you say
apparently it's
one
possible.
time, 2 times. No, it is. I don't know, but just imagining it is really hard to imagine. Honestly, it is. Because I'm trying to put all the pieces together. It is really, really hard to imagine.
Okay.
So people who are way more knowledgeable, people who know more about all these things, I'm sure they're going to tell us. We have different experts, right? Maybe it is possible for a person to be shot in the head. I mean, for the person himself, herself to actually do that, right? I don't know if it is really possible, but can it really work? Like how? Because your head, Oliver, I know exactly what happens in my head, right? I know what happens in my head. Let's disregard, shooting.
Come on,
headache.
Yeah.
And then you go to migraine headache. So I know what happens in my head. I know exactly how it feels when you're feeling serious pain, when you have headache and all that. So for a person to actually shoot himself in the head 6 times, like you did it the first time, right? And then maybe you did the second time. So what's the strength?
So
like
maybe some automatic rifles
Oh well.
Six bullet can jump one time.
You just go pop, 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 pop.
But
No, I wouldn't want to imagine it that way.
I mean,
I wouldn't want to imagine it that way.
six bullets, Alexa.
Six. Six.
Like example,
Lord.
this something like this.
Ooh. This is serious, but stop.
you know why this is not funny.
No, it is not.
And
Jerry bought me or something as well.
I don't intend to do this, but you know why? It is very serious. And now the reason why we are cracking up a little bit is because the country is so serious.
Yeah, we gotta laugh.
And sometimes it's very important that we calm the nerves a little bit. But if father is in pain,
in the head, no.
if father is confused, he is worried, very worried. And I'm going to play the Omen voice. He granted an interview with our staff at Freedom Radio Liberia, along with several other journalists across the country. He spoke to them. 6 times in the head. I've never held gun before. Yeah, I hold gun before. Nobody can force me. I've never held gun before. So I don't know how a gun can operate. I will be glad if a former army man or somebody who is knowledgeable in firearms will call and tell us whether it is possible for an individual to shoot himself 6 times. Whether there is a likelihood, because I'm told gun guy, single firing, where you can do puff, 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 then they get automatic, automatic. I'm told automatic, the bullets can come up, sporadically, faster, come up with. I don't even know how to explain this, but we would need clarity on it. Before we do all of the conversation we have on this topic, I want us to do due diligence by listening to the papi on what he said regarding. Oh my God! All these notifications are okay. What he said regarding his son situation. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me make the adjustment quickly. Okay. So I want us to go to the papi and let's have exactly what he has to say about his son's situation. Keep listening.
Any access to the body, neither his property. And then again, we want to say clearly that he did not kill himself.
Why you think happened?
That would be the fact. Play. And we are saying that he did not kill himself. There are reasons given. If you say the man killed himself, the life is already gone. 6-1. Then why remove the body? So any access to the body, neither his property. And then again, we want to say clearly that he did not kill himself.
Why you think happened?
That would be the fact. Play. And we are saying that he did not kill himself. There are reasons given. If you say the man killed himself, the life is already gone. 6-1. Then why remove the body? So AFL is the only body that is conducting the investigation, and we have witnesses to that.
All right. So being an in-law to the late AFL sergeant,
yes.
Did he ever hear any complaining maybe about any commotion between he and someone from the barrack or any other thing that may lead to, if it is not commotion, maybe he have a maybe family issue that may lead to probably him committing suicide or someone taking his life?
Thank you. Let me just dismiss the word suicide within it. What really happened, the late Bobby was a very friendly person. As far as I'm concerned, I do not know anything about a family issue having misunderstanding with any of the family. No. Even when he came from Mali, I have not been here, but he could news spread out. That even did some other thing good for the family, and he is a only source of income to the family he was. Then how will you commit suicide? But let me just give you this story that we are seeing the reason why we are seeing that the Bobby did not kill himself. Bobby, according to AFL, Bobby killed himself May 30 at about 10:45. That's the report they gave. It's simple. The 4 days in the morning, the mother went there. She was not even able, the family member was not even able to see the body. They were not even told where the body is. Who removed the body? AFL. So we sent, because since Bobby lived in the Barry and had a children mother there, we sent a refugee there to go and tell the other family to come home, because that's our culture. And when they got there was a misunderstanding. Okay? There was a misunderstanding. Whether there was a misunderstanding or not, I knew the word there was a misunderstanding, because the commander who's supposed to have brought other attention drove the people from out of the barrack.
On what basis?
He knows. In fact, this is what he said. And I hope that we will ask you again to call for the second time so that the other person will be heard. He looked in the face of the holiest brother and said, didn't I tell you that when you come, you should come to my office? And the man said, no. He said, in fact, I know what I told Eden. And Eden is a loved one to the late body. What did you tell Eden? He also went on to say that he has the report of the late body.
Did he present a report to the family?
No, to the person. He said, because we do not have the means of money. Is that why the government is treating us like this? So let's move forward. The family came. So we went to the headquarters. We met personnel Cooper. We were 4 in number. Explain this thing. And he told us this. It's not anything hidden that brigade was going into the case. Amen. How will you say that brigade is going into the case? You can say the man allegedly or killed himself. Then you change, say, go ahead. So I told them, no. For me, I would not be convinced. Okay? If he said the man killed himself, where is the body?
So since May 30 of the person, are you able to see the body, the family?
No. No.
Where is the body now?
They know. Probably whether they are eating on the body, we don't know. Whether they are buried the body, we don't know. Sometimes the rumors will come out and say the body is how they call it, hospital 14 military. It is now taken to St. Moses. What we are saying, we have a document and we'll give it to you. You read it.
See the body, the family?
No. No.
Where is the body now?
They know. Probably whether they are eating on the body, we don't know. Whether they are buried the body, we don't know. Sometimes the rumors will come out and say the body is how they call it, hospital 14 military. It is now taken to St. Moses. What we are saying, we have a document and we'll give it to you. You read it. No one has ever paid a visit to us. No. And as a security, if you want to have an investigation, I think we should form part of the investigation.
Yes, because you are immediate family.
Yes, but they are not. Now, that's what I was saying about Councillor Twa Gonglu. Gonglu, sorry. Okay. We ran there to him. He made a call to the SG. We were told that I know I am banker on the case. No problem. We have been running. So the family wrote the Minister of Justice. We did not just read the Minister of Justice. The day the people promised us, they have been promising us so many times, and they can't, because they know they are in the wrong. EFL is not wrong. The only difference there is that because they have gun. So those who are wrong, let the government, let the people relinquish their post. Then we all go into the matter because it's the gun that they have. They are threatening us. They are making us to be angry so that tomorrow they will run after us, and that's the truth. So when we got there, how can you say for somebody say, "What can I do for you?" What they were confused. He said that the case is no longer with AFL.
Where is the case?
He said they have transferred the case
to where?
To Justice Ministry.
So to call Marasha, why you won?
We are saying the government has failed us. Minister of Justice has failed us. AFL has failed us. And the mother is crying. She needs her child body. If the child body is buried, and right after that, then we probably will know the family will decide. And there should be no one to threaten us. If we do not even have money, for me, what I intended to do was this: to run to the court. You understand? You don't play on people like this.
In seeking justice for your late brother-in-law.
In the law, and all other people, we have a plate here. We had a plate here that these guys, all of these things, if we were to do a thorough investigation, it started from the power protest. Okay?
Why did it happen in the protest? How are you involved in it?
His wife was part of that. Not only his wife alone. Okay? Not only his wife alone. When you will hear one of the soldiers saying that the Bobby was killed because of this. And one Murphy, he was mentioned. So why the government can call these people out?
Murphy knew what mentioned in what sense?
In a sense that he wanted that he took part into a killing. We have to recall it.
He wanted to kill him.
Yes.
So Frank, let's speak to the son of the late Bobby. Hi, welcome on again. What's your name? Bobby Mane. Since the death of your father, how have you been with you? Not been well. Your uncle just spoke telling about your disappointment as family into the death of your father. You are the son. What's your big brother?
My big brother said that you don't want to put him in my father's business anymore because in the army just anything like nesting and my father put my name there. He said, my father put my name there, you want to put him inside a game, you want to follow my game. And my big sister calling out ninja no more, I'm watching it. Other than that thing.
Okay. So this is the alarming part of it, and we have to be very serious in this country, my dear Liberian people. Alexa, you heard it, Papi? The man is suspecting that his son, that family man, Sergeant Bobby Mane, is a younger guy who the Papi can born, but they're from the same family. So for the sake of this conversation, the Papi is the son, is the father, and the late Bobby is the son. The Papi is saying the late Bobby Peace to his ashes may have been killed as a result of the protests that preceded his death. You remember the Ever Women protest, Alexa? Mm-hmm. I'm not the one saying that. I want you to take your time and listen to the Papi. Take your time and listen to him.
Government has failed us. Minister of Justice has failed us. AFL has failed us. And the mother is crying. She needs her child body. If the child body is buried, and right after that, then we probably will know the family will decide. And there should be no one to threaten us. If we do not even have money, for me, what I intended to do was this: to run to the court. You understand? You don't play on people like this.
In seeking justice for your late brother-in-law.
In the law, and all other people, we have a plate here. We had a plate here that these guys, all of these things, if we were to do a thorough investigation, it started from the power protest.
Okay, you listen to him. He said they have a click there. Alexa, was he referring to an audio clip? I want us to really listen. He said they have a click there, was some kind of clip thing, something he said they have there that is leading them to a conclusion that all of the situations surrounding the death of the late Bobby Mane, the late Sergeant Bobby Mane of the Armed Forces of Liberia, was as a result of the protests that the AFL women conducted. What was the protest for? The protest was intended to ensure that the current NSA chief, who was then the Minister of Defense, be removed by the Barkas administration. That was the conversation. Now the Pape is saying they have a clip, and I want you to listen to him. Take your time and listen. Take your time and listen to the Pape. And let's pay attention.
Will know the formula will decide, and there should be no one to threaten us. If we do not even have money, for me, what I intended to do was this: to run to the court. You understand? You don't play on people like this.
In seeking justice for your late brother-in-law.
In the law, and all other people we have a plate here. In the law, and all other people we have a plate here. We have a plate here. We had a plate here that this guy, all of these things, if we were to do a thorough investigation, it started from the power protest.
Okay, I want those of you who are watching. To see the Pape as he is making this whole. I mean, is it assumption, Alexa? Is he assuming or he's alleging? He's alleging. Fine. I mean, that could be the best one he's using. So I want you to listen to him.
We have a plate here. We had a plate here that this guy, all of these things, if we were to do a thorough investigation, it started from the power protest. Okay?
Why did it happen in the protest? How are you involved in it?
His wife was part of that. Not only his wife alone. Okay? Not only his wife alone. When you will hear one of the soldiers saying that Bobby was killed because of this.
Okay. So the father-in-law is saying there is a clip where they are aware that all these things surrounding Bobby's death started from the protests. And he's also saying to us, the Liberian people, through the media, that a soldier officer from the AFL told them that Bobby was killed. My people that think, how to call it, they man was killed. This is what the father-in-law is saying live on radio. Those of you who are watching, I want you to watch and see the old man as he's addressing the press. Listen to him. To him again.
His wife was part of that. Not only his wife, on the power protest. That this guy, all of these things, if we were to do a thorough investigation, it started from the power protest. Okay?
Why did it happen in the protest? How are you involved in it?
His wife was part of that. Not only his wife alone. Okay? Not only his wife alone. When you will hear one of the soldiers saying that Bobby was killed because of this. Okay? Not only his wife alone. When you will hear one of the soldiers saying that Bobby was killed because of this. Okay? Not only his wife alone. When you will hear one of the soldiers saying that Bobby was killed because of this. Okay? Not only his wife alone. When you will hear one of the soldiers saying that Bobby was killed because of this. And one Murphy, name was mentioned. Okay? Not only his wife alone. When you will hear one of the soldiers saying that Bobby was killed because of this. And one Murphy, name was mentioned.
Okay. All right. So you listening? So the Papa is saying you will hear that one soldier mentioned that Bobby was killed. Now another guy named Murphy should be another AFL soldier. According to the Papa, Murphy's name was mentioned. I want you to take a time and listen. I want you to take a time and listen. Listen to this.
Why did it happen in the protest? How are you involved?
His wife was part of it, of that. And not only his wife alone, okay. Not only his wife alone. When you will hear one of the soldiers.
So the Papa is saying the late Sergeant Bobby's wife was part of the women who were protesting, you know, doing the AFL, the Armed Forces Day celebration. So he is saying the Bobby's wife played a major role in that protest. Not only that, then he's coming to the point where, according to him, another soldier man told him that Bobby was killed, as opposed to what was being reported that he committed suicide. Take a time and listen.
Seeing that Bobby was killed because of this, and one Murphy name was mentioned. So why the government can call these people out?
Okay. So one Murphy name was mentioned. So the old man is telling you that they have a clip. And he said they got clip.
Yeah, according to him.
Whatever they have that can you know, authenticate all of these things he's saying. I think if the government is not, you know, a party of interest in this case, you know, the government will be so concerned and desperate enough to want to work with this paper to provide all of this information, because they may lead to having a more effective investigation. You heard him? There is a clip that I have. Number 2, a soldier man from the barrack told them that they man in not suicide. Y'all not listen to it. In not suicide. They killed the man. Number 3, a name called Murphy, according to the paper, was mentioned. Now, the old man is now asking and questioning the government. Why is the government not willing to call these people to order? More to that, they are yet to see their dead body. They are yet to see the body. The government is not telling them exactly where the body of the late Bobby Manor is. Take a time and listen to the paper.
Bobby was killed because of this, and one Murphy name was mentioned. So why the government can call these people out?
Murphy name was mentioned in what sense?
In a sense that he wanted that he took part into a killing.
You seen it? So the journalist asked him, Murphy knew was called, you know, in what sense? The paper said it. In the sense that Murphy, was one of those who allegedly, you know, formed part of the killing of the late Bobby Manor.
You were mentioning in what sense?
In a sense that he wanted that he took part into a killing. We have to recall it.
He wanted to kill.
Yes.
So Frank, let's speak to the son of the late Bobby.
Okay. So we're not going to go to the son the son level. But let's go to the point where the paper is also informing us that the government is refusing to allow them know the whereabouts of their son, Bobby. Listen.
The man came himself. Where is the body?
So since May 30 of the person, are you able to see the body, the family?
No. No.
Where is the body now?
No. No.
Where is the body now?
I will not be convinced. Okay? If he said the man killed himself, where is the body?
Okay. So, Alexa, if somebody commits suicide in this country or anywhere around the world, and the family members say, okay, our son committed suicide, where the body?
That's the $1 million question, I think.
The body should not be gold, dust, or diamond. Because I wanted to find diamond and gold, people got to be digging here and there and suffering.
And I think the family should be involved in this whole thing as well.
Even if the government is going to be conducting an autopsy or whatever investigation, the family representative should be along with the government people all through.
Right.
It is a shame that the Joe Backus administration is refusing to make available the dead body of the late Bobby Manor.
So why are they
So the
not
family-
actually?
That's the
doing
question.
that? Why?
Why?
What's about the body that you don't want to
What
have
is
the family involved?
what is the situation that we need to know about? What is it? What is the government hiding?
It's been like he said, was it March or May?
In May.
May, since the 30th of May, right? So it has gone over 2 months. May, June, July, August. 2 months. And the family is yet to actually see the dead body of their son. The family is yet to actually get any information as to where he is, because the Pape talked about sometimes they will get a rumor that he's at the 14
Military hospital.
So they don't
At
know
time again to
if-
say, oh, the body of Simose. So you should not even be keeping the family in that kind of confusion.
You're supposed to know what's going on.
The family should know at every given point in time where their body is. They should know.
Because they are the ones who actually take charge when it comes to the barrier and all those things.
You are investigating to know the cause of death. Preliminary investigation revealed that this man allegedly shot himself with 6 bullets.
In his head.
6 bullets. The man shoot himself 6 times. Okay, in simple like English, the man fire gun here 6 times. Both, 6 times. And he put 2 more there. So the family say, okay, I want some case at 6. I mean, he fired, he said 6 times, he died. Where the body at? So you're investigating, let us know how we can be a part of the investigation.
Of course.
They're not telling them where the body is. They're not allowing them to see the body. There are, according to him, there is a click. He just said it. I did not put it in your mouth.
And he mentioned one person's name.
He said there is a
Murphy.
clip where people told them clearly that this man was killed. That man is not no suicide. That man was killed.
So it is a huge
A name called Murphy was mentioned. Now, the government cannot be having this information. And if the government is as innocent as whatever in this case, the government should not be having this kind of information and refuse to act upon it. This man is mentioning people's name. This is an elder. This man is knowledgeable. He is an independent person under our law. He is of age. He's a grown-up person. A government that is serious about bringing justice to that situation should be happy that you have this man providing information that may likely lead to the actual culprits in the event where it is proven that this is not a case of suicide. What is the Joe Backus government hiding? What is this government hiding for which they're unable to act on these simple things? The first and foremost thing, Alessa, is why are you hiding the body from the family?
That's my concern, 100%.
Even when you are done with this investigation, 100 million years,
you still turn over the body.
you will still turn over the body to the family.
You're gonna do
If
that.
you say the family
so-
should not be in custody of the body, which is okay.
Yeah, because you're doing investigation.
You're doing investigation, good, but let the family know exactly where the body is. Okay. If you say it is confidential, you know there are some security operations where but you will not even. It will not be as controversial to the.
the family should be involved.
It will not be as confidential to the point where not even a single family member is aware of where the body is. To the point where the family will be told, oh, the 40 military hospital. From there, he said to Simose. From
Why
40
are you
military.
giving different information?
Why are you giving conflicting information? Why are you not even allowing a representative of the family? Look, the only reason why the body is still, and that's why the family is now, the family is now suspecting that the body may not even still, may not be in existence at the moment. It is, they are even thinking that this body may have been secretly buried. Because since May and whatever the case is, they cannot see the body. They don't know the whereabouts of the body. They are even afraid that the body may have been buried. Why is the government not saying anything substantive that these people will listen to and be consoled? These are trying times in our country. These allegations are grave, especially when there are military people in the same army who are whispering in the ears of the family people, according to the statement made by this Pape. When there are military people telling the Pape, that man was killed. Tell the people said there was a guy called Murphy. Murphy got part to play in Bobby's death. This thing all started because our women in protested. They go down and say now when they Prince Johnson as Minister of Defense. Now, when these things are being done and said in this country, it says a lot about how fragile and vulnerable the peace of our country is. It means people are no longer safe in this country. It is to mean to you that people are no longer safe in this country. What did the women protest for in this country? They protested for issues that were affecting their family people, their husbands. That's an expression of their rights. I mean, they were expressing their feelings. They were executing their rights as guaranteed under the Constitution. People have the right to petition the leaders on matters affecting them. In this case, their husbands' welfare, their husbands' survivability is a thing of great concern to them, and so they thought to come and petition their government on issues affecting them. As being reported by this Pape, that action by the women is not equivalent. It's not a license for any single soul to be killed. So if there are reports, indicating that man, the late Sergeant Bobby Manning, was allegedly killed, and somebody is giving this information out, this Pape should be an individual of interest. The government should be using him to provide sufficient information as to what is happening, because you can run a country in fear. If an army personnel, Alexa, somebody who went through combat training, went through the ranks and fire to hold weapons, a trained soldier, if he can be gunned down, 6 bullets in his head, as it has been alleged by this Pape and other people who he said confided in him, what about citizens who do not have arms? Alexa, what about citizens who do not have military training? If an army personnel, he was not killed in the squabble, they may were not killed on the highway, say coming from in the bush all by himself. He was not killed in an isolated, they may were killed in the barrack, in an area. Okay, he died in the barrack. Yeah. This man died in the barrack while serving his God, according to the information. So if there are people alleging that he was killed, the government should take it seriously. I see no reason why the government is even arguing with the people on the whereabouts of the family of the body. The government should not be arguing with the family as to the whereabouts. It should not be a thing of argument. The government should be willing to say, okay, you know what? There's a security matter. We'll not be allowing almost, different people to be coming every day to say, oh, that we're from the family, we're from Real Set, oh, okay, we're from Grand Bassa, we're from Makibi, that what time to see. You're designated 1 or 2 persons that will keep working with the government for any occasional inspection until the investigation is done. That's what the government can do. Whether confidential, whether it is this or it is that, you designate 1 or 2 persons from the family. And those 2 individuals, the family will go to work now and find if a family member or 2 family members who will not be easily compromised. And say, oh, that you're Husseini, you'll be our eye there. So at least if the family member want to know how their child body is, they just got to call some of the relatives. Oh, some like that. Our brother, body to either Simose or to the Fudi Military Hospital. They will kind of say, okay, the body is not swelling up, it's not doing this, it's not doing that. But you do not have anything of such existing. Yet and still, you keep telling the people that their son committed suicide, but you're not telling them where the body of their son is. You're not giving them any report as to how the situation happened. This is a call for concern, and it is terribly, happening at a time where people are being threatened for expressing themselves. This is happening at a time where people are being dismissed from government for expressing their own views. It is alarming when a family member is indicating that people in the military hinted him that this man was killed. allegedly by another soldier man by the name of Murphy. When you find people giving you information, and at the end of the day, the man is alleging that this thing happened as a result of a protest that happened. That protest was about ensuring that a political appointee was not given a particular position. So when political protest actions are allegedly, being the reason why people are being allegedly shot at and killed, then it says a lot about the peace and security of the country. It says a lot about the safety of the Liberian people and our foreigners residing in our country. This Bobby Minor issue is a call for alarm. Our business partners should not be guaranteed of a peaceful country if this thing is not brought to real closure. The government should make sure at every point in time, at every level, to ensure that this thing is dealt with in accordance with the law from an impartial perspective. I too want to have my reservation. Why is the family still struggling to know where their deceased relative is? Why is the family struggling to know where Bobby Minor's body is? Should they be arguing? Should they be fighting around? Alexa, should these people be crying? They're already bereaved. Should they be crying to know where their body is? In Liberia, the more the body stay, the more the sorrow continues. And the people bury everything, they forget about it. Okay, they make case. The family say we won't see the body. In fact, according to what we learned, the alleged suicide operation went on. The man suicide system.
Yeah, that's a report we got. So
before family members and other people who came to say they removed the body from the crime scene to the 14 Mary General Hospital.
And that's one of the concerns, that the pub actually talked about.
Yeah. How come you just remove? How come? And this is what the puppet said. I want you to listen to the puppet on this one. The man shoot himself. How come you remove the man without the media, without nothing, without this and that? I mean, no civil society represented. Whatever the case is, you just remove the body. That is tampering with the crime scene. Forensic investigators should have gone there to do all of the due diligence and investigation in the presence of civil society actors, family members, and say, okay, you know what? There's a diagram. There's where the man fell from. This. They have the raw sample. They do everything. They document everything. Then they can move the body to any safety while pending other autopsy procedures to be conducted on the body. But according to what the man is saying, the moment the thing happened, in split seconds, they moved the body from the crime scene to a different place.
Any access to the body, neither his property. And then again, we want to say clearly that he did not kill himself.
Why you think happened?
That would be the fact. Play. And we are saying that he did not kill himself. There are reasons given. If you say the man killed himself, the life is already gone. 6-1. Then why remove the body? So AFL is the only body that is conducting the investigation. 6-1.
All right. So Alexa, you heard him? Mm-hmm. So you said the man killed himself. Good. Okay, we agree. Assuming, for the sake of the argument, the man killed himself. Why you remove the body all by yourself? From the moment the news broke that an AFL personnel allegedly shot himself 6 times and died, only the AFL had access to it. No radio station in the country can boast of a raw picture of the event. No TV station, no newspaper, no civil society group can boast of raw pictures, except pictures that soldier personnel who were on the ground took, and some of us managed to have those pictures. We can't even show the picture on these televisions. Just by seeing the pictures, you will cry. That's how terrible the photos are. The moment it happened after 30 to 45 minutes, we got the pictures. Now the thing is, the old man is concerned. If the man killed himself, why be in so much hurry to remove the body? 6 times. Okay, 6 times. I mean, at least that is the information we got. 6 bullets, whatever the situation is. We look, and that's how which weapon did he use? What kind of bullets were used? What kind of weapon was used in the situation? In this case, if it was a suicide situation, when you stay here, let's say, and put bullet to your head to start shooting, put gun to your head to start shooting, the empty shell will drop closer to you. Did the forensic people do investigation to know where the empty shells were? Because when you fire, only the bullet can go, the empty shell, the empty barrel can drop. The empty shell will drop. So in our 6 bullet, we'll see the empty shells around. Those are preliminary, indicators. I mean, those are things that can enhance the investigation. The paper is saying you remove the body, and when you are removing the body, apparently you clean the area. So even if we are to bring forensic investigators to come and conduct an investigation into the situation, where do they start from? You tamper with the crime scene. More to that, the Barbadian asking for where their son's body is, you're not telling them anything. Either you tell them for the Major Hospital, when they go there, they don't see it. They say, you go to Simose, they go to Simose, they don't see it. This is confusion. When you do this, people will tend to suspect that you are a party to it. Sometimes you are not a culprit to a particular situation, but the way you present yourself when you are being asked. That you tell the money, damn you, we can go swear. But what are you swearing for? I mean, your attitude towards some of these things can lead people to say, but what the man acting today, what the man, the way you behave when some things happen, it can lead people to want to link you to it. That okay, the man know the man can say, what the man body? You can tell what the body is. Oh, that one man, what in the army? He been in the army since Ellington, since Joe Yatan, he been in the army. Joe Bagatan, the man can say, that okay? No, you're not okay. What the body is? Nobody. The body doesn't say, okay, we'll be there. No, the body not yet. The body for the Major Hospital. We go to Major Hospital, we'll not see the body. So anybody will want to even think that the way the Baba is thinking. So if this government is innocent about this whole AFL man who allegedly fired his 6 times to die, they will start to use the information he is providing to us through the media as their tip off. And this will lead them into the investigation. The last time I checked, this government campaigned vigorously against mysterious death and all of these judicial killings in the country. We told you about the 3 missing boys situation the last time. Thankfully, the LMP under Gregor Coma did their investigation, and it became clear that the investigation is still corroborating with what the Patrick Suru administration of the police also left behind. So it is not clear that the whole 3 missing boys situation, it was people then who went to swim and the rest of it happened. We need to know exactly what transpired in that situation. It has been a lot of time. Even if you are taking so long for this investigation to be conducted, you need to have a representation of the family. The family need to be aware. The government should provide answers. Jeremy Pierre will not come here to provide answers, but we will need them to go to their regular quote-unquote Thursday press briefing and whatever press briefing and provide information as to why the government is not giving the family access as been alleged by this old man. Because the Papa is hurt. He is hurt. And you can hear it through a voice.
That would be the fact. Play. And we are saying that he did not kill himself. There are reasons given. If he said the man killed himself, the life is already gone. 6-1. Then why remove the body? So AFL is the only body that is conducting the investigation. and we have witnesses to that.
All right. So being an in-law to the late.
All right. So you hearing it? You hearing it, Papi? And you said the man case that says wrong. Why you remove the body? Beyond that, it is the AF. The AF is the only body that they out of the investigator. Come on, man. Come on. Once you have a suspected case of suicide, I know the military got their own different military operation, Alexa, but at that level, the Liberian National Police will have to get involved because they have a whole homicide department at the Liberian National Police that's will be looking into death-related, casualties. Did you get the police involved? Sergeant Bobby Mane was a trained and legitimate arm carrier of the armed forces of Liberia, a first-class citizen of our country. His files is at the AFL. They have his records. They have his family records. Any serious minor government will barricade the scene, barricade the terrain. Put the red and white tape around it, the caution tape. You barricade the area. And that becomes automatically the crime scene. Then you do your investigation, the family do it, and you remove the body. At least the family know how many bullets were fired, the family know how many of the empty shells were seen around, and so forth. At least they know. But nothing of such. They are confused. Or the man shoots at such time, but they do not know how it happened. They don't even have a fresh photo of what the situation is. They're only relying on people who are present and they're military people. Some of whom have personally confided in them to the point where they allegedly informed them. Where they informed them that Bobby was allegedly killed, and not the case of suicide or whatever the case is. The Joe Parker government did not come to power for mysterious deaths that we now have answers to. The last time we checked, this government was clean. This government is a government without sin. The most pure government on the face of the earth, white like snow. The last time we checked, that the government. So we do not expect to have this kind of information coming up. The government is not supposed to be a killer regime. How come you are alleging somebody killed themselves? You're not providing the body to the family. And what Liberians should be concerned about is the fact that this is an army personnel. Somebody who is trained to operate with guns. If that man today, if his body is still in confusion, the government is refusing to provide sufficient information as to the status of his dead body. If this man could die in a mysterious way that today we do not have a clear picture. Some say he killed himself, some say they killed him. The Bible just said it. Said there was a Murphy involved. A Murphy, one guy called Murphy who was involved in a killing. The Bible said it. The Bible said somebody told him, said there was one guy called Murphy who was involved in a killing. Other people say the man shot himself. That's a mysterious situation right there. Confusion. So a government that is not involved in secret killing will be desperate enough to know the truth. And the way to know the truth is to collaborate with the family who got the burden on them, the family who are bereaved. To work with them because they will not want to compromise any truth. And that's how the government want to know for real who if they get armed robbery. If they get armed robbery, for example, if the government won't investigate armed robbery, the first thing I have to do is to ask the people who got the horse, how many locks y'all get here? How you can lock the horse in the net? Y'all got security here? Y'all got CCTV camera? The family people got to provide substantive information, crucial information. If you're investigating this thing to know whether for true that's suicide or not suicide, what do? You ask the Bobby Mane family. They probably may have in confusion with anybody before. What kind of job they make and do besides the soil work? This and that. Those things will lead, but you are not communicating with the family. You are even hiding the status of the body. So since you are not providing clarity here, professionally, we are supposed to have you called, but when we establish it, you will not call us. If you want to provide the information, call us. You have our numbers. Call us and tell us whether you've made available the body to the family, for the family to see the body occasionally. Whether you have that arrangement in place. If not, go to your reckless Thursday press briefing and inform the Liberian people as to whether you've made it possible for the family to have access to their body. The country already silly, the country already sick, the country already underdeveloped, the country already dirty. Very dirty as a country. Their country is poor, is nothing. Just stop doing things that will keep investors out of this country. When the Lebanese man, the Indian man, and the European investors want to come to Liberia and they hear that a soldier man who's supposed to be protecting the country is allegedly being killed, do you think they want to come invest in such a country? Do you think they want to come to invest their high-end money in such a country where the man who was supposed to protect the lives and property of the country himself is being killed, is being victimized, allegedly, according to what his family members are saying? And such an information is up in the public, in the media, and you, the government, you are sitting, you're not doing anything about it, and you think it is a good thing. We will make you to act. We'll encourage you to act, because if it can happen to a soldier man, it means nobody is protected in this country. If what this papa is saying is anything to go by, if the accessions and the quote-unquote people who confided in him and gave him sensitive information regarding the death of his brother-in-law, if those people are people to go by, if their testimonies are authentic, valid, beyond all reasonable doubts, then it should be a concern for this government, because it is an indication that the country is not safe for Liberians and even our foreign partners, including the Americans and the Europeans who are here, who are doing business with us, the Asians, the Arabs. It means they are not safe. If a trained army personnel of the AFL can be gunned down allegedly has been reported, then it means the Americans who are coming here with our guns, they are vulnerable. It means the Europeans themselves are vulnerable. The Arabs are vulnerable. I mean, those are our friends who are coming to help us build the private sector. They are vulnerable. Then what kind of country are you running? You will not have rule of law when the country is vulnerable. The Omer said all of these things started from quote-unquote protests, from women's situation. If that is something to go by, why should a political situation, why should it lead to somebody dying? Why? When people are angered by the way they are treated, they express themselves. Regardless of who was deeply involved with the process, it should not be a death sentence to that person or the group of individuals. We'll help this papi to seek justice. It's about time the government start to act and account for things that they're doing. The same rubbish happened recently in Kinjor when 3 of our Liberian citizens were gunned down. The police came back and said those men and women, died because they were attacking police. But when we examined their bodies, it was proven that they were shot at from the back. When you shoot people from behind them, the only indication right there, the first and foremost indication right there is it means that man was fleeing from the scene. He was running. Somebody who is running has already surrendered. Somebody who is running from you has already surrendered. You have no reason, no justifiable reason to go ahead to shoot them and kill them. The man is running. You are a riot police. When he's running, what do? You retreat. You create the space. You went and shot people who are running.
Say it was unintentional.
You shot people who are running because you said the guys had weapons, they had this and that. You didn't display any weapon that you seized. And when the man got gun on him, when you shoot him and you take the gun from him, you didn't show a gun, you didn't show a this and that. Same thing happened in Kinjor. The people of Kinjor, they are still mourning. And then today, the people want to know the whereabouts of their Sergeant Bobby Mane. You are not telling them anything, Alessa. You're not telling them anything in this country. When you take power as a government, that the governmental power will give you, will not give you the lives of the Liberian people. That you can take it anyhow. And so since it is being alleged that the government may have been a party to it for which they are protecting certain information, it is upon you now as a government to come and say, no, that thing what the government saying is not true, it's not do it. So the one will believe that you are not the one who did it, open up the investigation. This thing about the police going to work and killing somebody through their action, then the same police investigating to come and get report, that nonsense. How the hell police go to kill somebody? Then the same police investigate themselves. Come out with a report and say, our officer acted in self-defense. You needed to have had an independent investigators. Okay, the police won't finish. They may die on duty as an AFL personnel. The AFL alone want to do the investigation. You should have had the police involved. Who are saying more get involved again? Police? The same police will go do the same rubbish in what they call? Yes. But as the police is getting involved, you also need to have civil society actors present and our foreign partners, because this is an issue of the military. Do you know what it means? I mean, there's an AFL personnel who was trained with several of their colleagues. The people say in the story they can cry too much. But some of your colleagues are hurt. Some of them may be some of them may be having sensitive information as to what actually happened. So you need to run this investigation from an impartial perspective so that justice can be done, because once this thing is not handled correctly, you know, so your man got a way of always revenging for a friend. Avenging a friend, death and thing. So people got a way of doing it. You know what you're going to be doing in the future? You're going to be giving a bleak future. We're not going to know what's happening to it. The Pape and his family people, they need justice, Alexa. And that's all I think I can say about it. Then we'll go open up our lines and take few calls on it. And we'll come back now. We'll talk the CSS situation.
Okay, so I'm just going to be brief on this whole issue. And I think it is really sad for a family to lose their loved ones or someone they've, loved over the period. And whenever that happens to a family, everyone is affected emotionally, and people definitely will move, and people will want to get to the bottom of whatever that happened. So it has been over 2 months. And I remember this is one of the stories that actually made rounds on the social media, as well as different media platforms, traditional media platforms in the country. People talked about this, people did comparisons, and it was just like something that had to be talked about for maybe a week or so. And after that, I mean, just today, listening to what this old man just said, it is clear that a lot of people have actually forgotten about the situation. A lot of people did not actually know that this is exactly what is happening. This is exactly what is going on, that the family is yet to see the dead body. The family is yet to get any answers. The family is yet to be a part of the investigation that is ongoing, because I'm sure a lot of people thought it has, actually ended, and maybe the person who died, Bobby, may have been buried maybe a long time ago or so. So just listening to what the old man said, just going back and forth, just listening keenly to what he said, it is clear that there are a lot of questions that are still to be answered. It is clear that there are concerns that are to be addressed by this government. There are a lot of different things that point to, people, as well as the situations, as well as, what may have happened or what did not actually happen. So go back to the crime scene. Whenever something happened, especially that kind of incident or an incident of that sort, people always want to know about the crime scene. People always want to know what exactly was gathered, because that is something that actually helps whenever an investigation is ongoing. Because if you have a crime scene that is not being tampered with 100%, that will be helpful in the investigative processes. So that is also something he talked about. According to him, the body was being moved or removed from the crime scene, and they are yet to actually know why it happened. He's asking, let's assume let's assume that of course we have agreed that our son or our son-in-law actually shot himself. Let's agree. So after that happened, why did you move the body? Why did you tamper with the crime scene? He wants to know. And I'm sure a lot of the other family members want to know. So he is concerned about that. If you are telling us, the family members, if you are also telling the public that Bobby killed himself allegedly, why did you move the body? We did not actually see, the crime scene, or we did not see the raw scene. We didn't see what actually happened. We didn't even get a glimpse of the raw evidence or the raw crime scene. Why did it actually happen that way? He is concerned. I'm also concerned. I want to know. 100% I want to know. Because we talked about this a bit. Of course we did. So we want to know. Another concern. And Oliver, this is something that happens every now and then. Whenever a person dies, or whenever a person's death has different circumstances, the family is always involved when it comes to the investigative processes or the investigative process. The family is involved because that's the family. So no one will love your child more than you. No one will want, the best for your child more than you. It doesn't go that way. So the family is always involved. That's why sometimes you will say, oh, the family, maybe some of the family members, they are people of interest. In some cases, they will say, oh, we need to question the family members because you are doing an investigation and they have to be a part of it. They knew that son. They knew exactly who he was, some of the different things he was involved with before he died. So family members are involved, or to some extent, the immediate family members are involved. So the fact that this man is saying they don't know about all of these things, it simply means they are not involved in whatever investigative process that is ongoing. They're not part of that. So it means they don't know what is going on. And if you ask me, it doesn't make any sense. Because, for example, if you have your son-in-law or you have your son who has been said to kill himself or to have killed himself, you have a lot of questions. Number one, you're already sad. Number two, you want to know why. Right? So you have to be a part of whatever that will be done. That's also another concern that is really valid. Number three, they don't know where Bobby's dead body is. According to him, they are getting just different information. The information are conflicting. One will say, oh, Bobby's body is at the 14 Military Hospital. If they're going to go there, they're not going to see it. Another person will say, or another information will say, oh, he's at this other funeral home. If they're going to go there, they're not going to see it. So why is it that the family is not allowed, if we would say it that way, the family is not allowed to see the body of their son who is dead, and according to a report, who allegedly shot himself? Why are they not allowed to see the body? Why? So that is also something to take into consideration. Because if you say, oh, the person killed herself, so why you having a ballet from the family now? Right? And the family will go to the ballet, go do funeral arrangement, then they will do the announcement, have different meetings, but when the person will be buried, the family does all these things. So to have the family or one of the family members now telling us they don't know where the body is, and they've not been told straight up where the body is, it is concerning, 100% concerning. So it means whoever that is in charge of the investigation, they have to answer. Whoever knows where Bobby's body is, that person has to talk to the family members. they have to tell the family where exactly the dead body is. They have to do that. Also, he is alleging that Bobby did not kill himself. He is alleging Bobby did not kill himself. And he gave several different reasons. He mentioned someone's name who is in the AFL, Murphy. And he is also alleging that Bobby's death is linked to the protest that was carried out by the wives of the men of the AFL of our country. He is alleging that it was based on that Bobby was killed, according to him. So Bobby did not commit any suicide. No, he did not. According to him, Bobby was killed. And he named someone. Other than just naming someone, he also said there is a clip. And I'm sure maybe in time we're going to get that. Maybe we don't know. We're going to get that. So all of these things, if the government is serious, or if the government really wants to help the family seek justice, if they really want to get to the bottom of this case, and about this time we're talking about maybe the papa is already, being invited to talk about all of these things, to clarify, as well as to provide any other pieces of information he has regarding this case. At about this moment, we'll have this man providing, the different details, things he has heard, things people have told him, which will help in investigating this case to get to the bottom of it. But it seems like the government is quiet because, trust me, I haven't really heard any other new, information. I haven't gotten any new details regarding this until today that I listened to this audio earlier on. And now Oliver played the audio as well to all of you. And some of you who are online, you saw the video. For you listening, you listened to the audio. So all these things are really concerning. This is the government at the time. They said a lot of things about ritualistic killing. They said a lot about mysterious deaths in the country. So one would say they're supposed to take interest in any of these cases to investigate, to get to the bottom of it, to reach to a point where you will know exactly what happened, and then we will have a result. Are you going to conduct, an autopsy? We don't know. Are you going to invite an independent, pathologist? We don't know. So you should be telling us these things. And according to the old man, the AFL is the one in charge of the investigation, according to him. So I'm not sure we have the LMP or we have other people involved. So we are joining him to call on the government of Liberia to actually do what they're supposed to do to get to the end of this case. It has been 2 months and counting. Get the family members involved. And please, they should know where their son's body is. You don't have to keep tossing them around. No, it doesn't make any sense. Anything happen, and they don't go bury, they don't go do a funeral service or whatever, that is done whenever a person dies. They will be the ones to do that. So the fact that you are keeping them on the side, it says a lot. And to some extent, one will want to believe 100% that whatever this old man just said, there's some level of truth in it. And of course, it has to be looked at thoroughly. So if the government is 100% innocent, if what was reported that, the late Bobby actually shot himself, if that information is actually true, if that information is factual, if it has already been, proven that he shot himself, why are you hiding the body? That's one of the major questions the family wants to know. Why are you hiding the body? Why are you not working with the family members to actually help them get the answers they want? Why? Is there something that we do not know? Is there something that the public does not know? Is there something that you're hiding from the public? You have to answer all these different questions. You have to address all these different concerns, because the family is now seeking justice. And I'm sure this will not be the last of, this old man. I'm sure going forward or moving forward, they're going to have different appearances. They're going to say a lot of things. Maybe, just maybe, they're going to call a couple of names, because for this one, he just called a single person's name, Murphy. And according to him, people who are also part of the AFL told him or told the family that Bobby did not kill himself. His death is in line, or his death is linked to the protest that happened in this country by the wives of, men who were part of the AFL. So the government has to do a lot right now.
Oh, yeah.
It
Yeah.
should not be just one man army. No. The Pape said the AFL investigating. So where is the LMP? What is happening? What did make your hand in people bali? Even if you're going to do autopsy, family people can be there now. It will not just be maybe AFL, police, and they didn't know. Family people can be there. They will have the representative. So why? Why are you doing all of these things? Is there something you're not telling us?
Okay.
Is there something that, you're trying to hide? You have to address these things 100%, because this is a huge allegation, a very, very huge one. And I'm not sure someone would just make all these different allegations without having something else, behind the scenes, Oliver. It is not really possible. So I hope the government of Liberia will look into this and do what they're supposed to do, because this is one of the pillars they actually campaign on.
Okay.
All
right. So yeah. So we're about to go to the lines quickly. Before we do that, we'll go take Crime Stoppers Liberia, Alexa. You see, tomorrow we have a whole conversation on the CSA. We needed to have had that conversation today, but this is a grave issue. When people start getting afraid, where anybody can just shoot people now, they die, allegedly, then it is a concern. The son of Jeremiah Kun, the political son of Jeremiah Kun, say Yeke, was appointed in the central administration of the Capitol building when his political father, Jeremiah Kun, was a representative. And when Mr. Bwaka became president, he was appointed at the LPRC. New reports have indicated that this man was making money at LPRC as an employee and also making money at Capitol building, Alexa, as an employee.
Is it double?
Double dipping.
Double, I got it.
In other say you employee to LPRC, then you consultant to Capitol building. But he's an employee, LPRC, employee, Capitol building. Now, guess what, Alexa? Representative Akaros Gray raised the issue this morning. Raised the alarm that Jeremiah Kun's son, Say Yeke, is double dipping. The same man went to Facebook, fellow Liberians, Alexa, went to Facebook, granted an interview with some journalists.
Like right now, today.
Today?
To clarify.
Yes.
Okay.
Y'all listen, we're going to go take calls on the two topics. They say Yeke man went and granted an interview with a paper called DN News Liberia.
Oh, it's an online.
Yeah.
And okay.
So he said upon securing a position at LPRC, I promptly submitted letter of appointment to the House of Representatives, specifically to the HR office, to formally inform them of my promotion by the managing director. During this interaction, I informed the relevant authorities about the situation and was told that the CSA had issued a directive halting new hirings or removal from the payroll until the GSC payroll audit and CSA headcount process were completed. Since March, I have been receiving salary payment in both my LD and USD account. I have diligently withdrawn and transfer the 5 months of salary to the government of Liberia payroll account to maintain transparency. I will provide proof of this transaction. So when Accra Grading raised the issue the money, they both went and took the 5 months of the payment and deposited it, Alexa, today to the Central Bank of Liberia. Today, August 21.
Okay.
You seen it? Today, today, August 21, the board deposited the money at the Central Bank of Liberia. You receive the money March. You receive it April.
May.
You receive it May. You receive it June. You receive it July. 5 months. Every month you receive it, you call it, you operate with it. Because Grading raised the issue the money, you know, you got money now. You went somewhere, collected the money, and you go deposit it today. No. No. It doesn't make you any better.
So what
That's not honesty. Why if Gray had not raised the issue? You said now in Liberia, the man in America sending money to you for a children's school fees. First grade school fee, you eat it. Second grade school fee, you eat it. Third grade school fee, you eat it. Fourth grade school fee, you eat it. The man brother come from America and say, oh, why the picking in school? We've been sending a school fee ever since. Then he come out, he say, oh, the account where I was sending the school fee in, the account had problem. I couldn't withdraw. But yeah, let the man 5 years school fee here. Yeah. No. Don't bring nothing to us. I mean, you got money. That's why you just try to go bring money from one place. Show us the bank statement from your how to call it thing, from your salary accounts, because I'm not too sure the capital building salary account, the bank accounts, are his personal accounts. Because those accounts are personal for your salary from those areas. You can do deposit there though, right? You can deposit there, but show all the transaction. Show it to us. Were those two accounts only meant for salary, Alexa? Were those two accounts only meant for salary? No. Show us the bank statement. Look, and interesting that the vice president's son here. There's the son of the vice president, the political son of the vice president, Honorable Say Yeke, a young brother. You know, we're getting sick of this country. This is not why you guys told us in this country about governance. Look, the Joey government men used to steal. They were banned. They used to kill. They used to do all the kind of thing there. But the way you guys are behaving in less than 7 months, and we are hearing stealing here, stealing there, 25,000 MPA, the other one double dipping. I mean, Polo Ministry, $22 million. Mamaka Belete, you know, wanted to push a $2 billion deal that we'll be talking about tomorrow. They were wanting to sell Putu Mountain to one company from Dubai. We'll talk about it tomorrow. $2 billion deal, a backfire. In 7 months' time, you are signing all type of bouquet deals, doing all kind of transactions. This is not what you promised the people. You say all of the nasty things about the Weah's administration. Granted, Liberians went to work. Some of them did not have personal problem with Joe Weah. Most of the people, a lot of the Liberian people never had any personal problem with President Weah. You can pin and throw them bull crabs about that administration. You came to power, look at the kind of nonsense happening. Since March, the money can't eat it. Can't eat it. Because somebody raised the issue, you went to Jamaica, maybe Jamaica gave you some money, or you run to one of your other accounts, you tell the money, you say you go deposit it. No! You should have been, the situation should have been, Alexa, as you receive it, you deposit. In fact, don't even wait for March. The government is just simple communication, right? In March, if the first pay came, all you need to do, go to capital building. Look, excuse me, I told you, say, I have a job at LPRC. I am a citizen who is not corrupt. But I still see y'all sending, how you call this thing, salary to my account, when in fact, I already have a job. So please, do a particular statement to CSA, and let CSA send to the Ministry of Finance that I am no longer going to be taking pay here. I don't want that situation. That is what you should have said. And if you say that, and the people keep sending the money, what you need to do is just simple. As they send the money, when they send March money, you withdraw it, you send it in March. They send August money, you withdraw it, you send it in the other one. But to wait everything again, you put 5 months together, you go to do. No. We're not going to buy into that. We're not going to buy into it. And like the man kept the child school fee for 5 good years. At the end of the day, they say, well, the poor when the poor child don't go to school, you say, oh, that I can't have problem. But let the money here. No. Why you call that the money here? The child is not in school. 5 years has passed. The child don't even start ABC yet because you've been eating every school year money. Because you got money saved somewhere, when they ask you for the child school fee, you come and say, let the 5 year money here and not touch it. That's not explanation. It's not the reason you are causing joy we are in the country. I'm saying it. It's not the reason you are causing all of the people who are working with the WIA administration in this country. It is not a reason you were insulting and you are making this place ungovernable. It is not a reason Joe Biden said if he had not won the election, it would have been the end of Liberia. This nonsense you're on I mean, these are not the reasons why you were terrorizing this country. Just stop it. At least you guys are supposed to be the best. We should not be hearing anything about stealing, no corruption. On a daily basis, you're running after other people of being corrupt, this and that. But every day, there is one corruption scandal coming up in the country. Tomorrow, Alexa will on the CSA. This puppet needs justice, and that's what we're going to focus on. But tomorrow, we'll focus on the CSA and how selective they are in blocking salaries and all of the different situations they are doing. We have that conversation, but we just choose to inform you of what the political son of Vice President Jeremiah Kung is involved with. That today he deposited the money. J money in the morning, Cargo raised the issue. Today, he go deposit 5 months. So what the 5 months was sitting down? And let's say $200 in any account for 3 months. When you put up $200 in the stock exchange market, invest $200 on Wall Street in New York. In 5 months' time, go check it whether that 200 you get. It's not 200. That's plenty of money. Where the money? Where you had the money at? Oh, you are doing business with government money, quietly when government asks you to lend money. No, if government was giving that money, giving a loan to somebody to do business, that farmer money, the government would have had a lot of interest on it. But we leave it right there. I told you we'll play Crime Stopper. We'll come back. We'll take calls. So you can even comment on the say you can issue from the beginning. But the main conversation here has to do with Sergeant Bobby Mane and what the government is doing. The government is refusing to allow the family to have access to their dead body.
To your door. Stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Stop Liberia. From the center to interior. Keeping us safe, let's stop it for all.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own Omen Sam Sion.
Okay, so call us on 086 500 104 0776 104 104 are the numbers to join the conversation. Call us right now and let's have all of the conversation we want to have on these issues. Number one is the dead body of the late Sergeant Bobby Mane. Bobby Mane, family is still. I mean, you heard the family. We don't have to overly say it. You heard what the family said. It is a challenging thing. It is a very, very sad thing. But that's what it is. Crime Stoppers Liberia, our official sponsor. We just got through with that. Let's go to the lines now and talk to all of you listening to the conversation. This person, go ahead. 1 minute.
Washington Soup. Now come from Diesel.
Go ahead, Washington.
Talking with local he is a playboy. Look at him, man. Physical man, man. He needs to be a government official. We need responsible for the government. You see, one of those people that Pakistan will bring you on board. Is a complete playboy. That man is a man of
No.
People are very, very irresponsible. Then it's just because people spoke about it. Everything come to our head. That's okay.
Okay.
And so the public issue. That
You got to change your location. You got to change your location. You're coming in broken. Go ahead, try.
Okay. The fact that the AFL don't want for the family to see that about it. There is something serious about it, and that is not okay. Everybody should have the right to express themselves. You can't get somebody because of protest. Because of criticizing the government, they are dismissing people. You're going to express that feeling, you're just messing that. Yeah, man, people go protest, you're getting somebody you're hiding about it. We want to see the same go there, man, on the man. It's like a fire that on his son, and it's like, in fight one time, they say, I'm trying to fire again. So the time I reach this, go against that. We want to see the same about it, put them out of the man. Why are you hiding about it?
Okay, we'll leave you right there. We'll take the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Oliver and Princess and Esther Corey.
Go ahead, sir. Quickly, no time.
I'm Peter the Council. I call my honor to in Lord Johnson. Thank you very much for a fascinating discussion this and that afternoon. Let me appreciate you guys for getting elevating the issue on the depth of that particular affair. You know, this particular the dead man them have been and a drag into the sunshine, and you have just activated it. We hope that other media institutions will get it, follow it, because Oliver Kahn, when you track the history of Liberia, one of the major factors that led us to the civil crisis was extrajudicial killing and a wrongful dismissal and social discrimination and within our Liberian society. And these are the things that are being instituted by Jesus Juman Boakai. So with some of you guys in the media educating our people, providing the necessary information, I think it will help us to pull, and it will also help the government and to get on the rightful trajectory. But currently, this particular government is so proceeding in the right direction. So you both need to stand up, and we need to stand up and speak against extrajudicial killing, the wrongful dismissal, and the social discrimination in our society. Because when anything starts out tomorrow, it will be a very disastrous moment for this country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you. We'll take this other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon. This is Benson Kia calling from the US.
Benson Kia from the US. Go ahead, Kia.
Yeah, thank you so much for the show. You know, it's so disheartening to really see those things happening in the country, then people who are looking at it. The same thing that the Christians are, and they are making out of making be a normal thing in our country. It's bad. Look, you talk about somebody death, army, without a signal, without even going on the war front. Now, nobody discussing it. You have people that protested and got killed, 5 person, and say report came out and say, oh, there was a fraud. You have people are dying in our country. There's people looking at to make a normal thing in our country. But because you're not in power, so you make everything operated. But for now, it's normal. See, like, when you start doing the time that you're not in power, and now it become normal thing in the country, it's bad. You cannot kill people in our country and not have no justice, nothing to do by it. They just moving around the country, they call the country living in or ruling. It's not correct.
Okay.
Somebody died, they don't come out and know why the other person, they'll be okay. You cannot criticize something, they do the same thing. It's bad.
Okay.
Think about the show.
All right, Mr. Vincent Kia. We'll leave you right there from the US. We'll come back to Liberia. This person, go ahead. 1 minute. Hello, sir. 1 minute. How you doing, Chief?
Yeah, thank you so very kindly. My name is Menkazi Matua. I come from district number 4 to be more precise, Metropolitan in Magiri County.
Go ahead from Magiri County. Let's hear you from Magiri.
Well, as I said from the beginning, thank you very kindly. You know, the Joe Boakai police did the similar thing in Grand Cape County at King George. They killed some people, and then the Liberian people still watching them. Then we're looking at the Joe Boakai AFL killing peaceful Liberian. That is the AFL soldiers that were gruesomely killed by those people in charge of that identical barrack. You will not tell me the soldier man will look at himself and use 6 bullets in his own head. It's impossible. You or any military expert, they will tell you it's impossible. The first round that will get into the head of that identical soldier, he will surely come down. But to tell us that he shot himself 6 rounds in his head, that is not true. That is not true. And the only thing we can do is that Liberians should rise up and just tell the government that this identical killing is very wrong, and to be able to put the government feet to the fire to make sure those perpetrators to be brought to book.
Okay.
But if we sit back and then just continue to relax, this killing will continue to go on, and Joe Boakai will say nothing about it. So Liberia should be able to rise up on their feet and have a mass protest in this country to tell Joe Boakai that we are tired with the way his soldiers and his police are killing peaceful people.
Okay.
Thank you so very kindly.
We'll leave you right there. We'll take this other person. Go ahead. 1 minute. Let's hear you.
How are you? All right.
We are great, my dear brother.
Okay, Seku Eskani are calling for Robert Joshua.
Go ahead, Seku.
Power community. Yes, of the army. That man, they so all they say, they say shall they use all the men. So they shall never enter. So they kill that man with a stick. So like what you need to provide the dead body.
Oh wow.
So the case of that man, the man will protect them.
Oh, okay.
So they shall never enter. So that why they kill that man with a stick. So that what you need to provide the body.
Oh wow.
And yeah, somebody has to be serious for this country. Seriously.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay, we leave you right there. We leave you right there, my dear brother. Those are your accounts. We do not hold them as face value. We take this person. Go ahead. 1 minute. Let's hear you. Go ahead, sir.
This is Bwaka Masalik calling from Clarence.
Go ahead, Bwaka. Leave your radio. We are getting feedback, Bwaka.
Yeah, okay. Let me say this. I want to say from the Kinjal issue. Yeah, my little brother, I thought I was shot from the back and going to bury the coming Friday.
Oh, wow.
For us in the country, you know that the money they give for the burial, that 5,000 they were talking about. They trying to tell us to do fair for ITA. They tell the other the justice minister that the justice minister is supposed to give the money for the burial to go and remove the body from the funeral.
So they say you're gonna credit the 5,000, then the government will pay you later.
They give for the burial for the food stuff. They telling us that we should use money from there and remove the body. What I think the justice minister they will pay off. Can you imagine that?
Okay.
While we are there, we take that case, Serena Scotty, to help us with our case. The man was doing well in our case. They start going all on our case. Going around the assembly member, getting doing this, we not see the body, all of things. So the family, the woman, the woman and the affair, they say we should try to bury the body because I'm Muslim body is number one. So now see your brother body or your son body, they can hurt. And then I want to here.
Okay.
They killed out my little brother, free 28 years, left 2 children. Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right, my brother.
what they doing, we the citizen will route in the country, it will not be easy.
We will take your number, Masale from Clariton. We'll take your number. There is something coming up. We got to talk about it. We leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead, sir. 1 minute.
William W. Group, I got an official president for the Liberation Movement.
Go ahead.
We are in trouble. First of all, your funding and your investigation is clear. And one thing that is left off, because maybe they never brought in generally to do investigation. Y'all know what I mean, which are gone, fire himself in Israel or Jerusalem gone. First investigation. And I want that gone will know from there. And somebody gone, they will know. But they hide the body. So we know that government has a hand in it. And this is the wrong kind. We are not afraid because for us, we talk for the Liberian people. If they want to kill us, they kill us. But what we must do, if people in the army, they must be afraid because what? It will be around because when nothing happens, it will stay continue. Because when you have something to say, you want to voice and say out that something is helping you. So the government tell that nobody more friend out that anger whatsoever. Anything you have grievances, don't voice it out. When you do that, it will come against you, and it's the wrong thing kind. Because he our investor, our foreign friends, they are not safe. He will let them go. I'm a man. Saying the left first time that I got junior whatsoever. So there's a problem.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll leave you right there. Let's talk to this person. Go ahead. Okay. That caller slipped off the line. Let's take this one. Hello. Go ahead. Let's hear you. 1 minute.
Yeah. Hello, Kai.
How are you, ma'am?
Hi, Alexa. Thanks for the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm disturbed. I keep hearing Liberians say when we rise up, who is going to take the bull by the horn? You see, our young people here, I want you to look at what happened in Kenya, Nigeria, Bangladesh. Those young people stood up. Why are you people waiting for, always falling for parties to come? The other parties, that other party. What are you doing? Are you just smoking shisha or whatever they call it? This is the time. So stand up and move. I'm looking for that brave young guy who will take the bull by the horn and lead the people. Go to the capital, call our lawmaker. Tell them, say, you are not moving from here until you pull a bill down. This is too disheartening.
Okay.
Thank you for the show.
Okay, thank you very much. We leave you right there. Let's take this other person on the line. Okay, we'll take the last 3 callers and we call it a day on today's edition. Let's take this person. Go ahead, sir. What's your name?
Oliver, this is Edmund Carr. If you don't pay God, I keep him back feet to the fire.
Go ahead,
You
Edmund.
know, Oliver, it is saddening for our country. Seeing the demise of the Bobby guy, we have been following it on all of media, and it is good that our own is now flagging the issue. There are all lot of uncertainty that surround the death of this guy. That's why some all are not expert, but for you to tell me that somebody will use 6 bullets in the head by the person himself, then the government said the launch of investigation, they claimed that the man killed himself. When we look, the body disappeared from the scene. That means they have already tampered with the crime scene. Saying they said they were investigating, we have not heard anything from the government. The family member complained that when they went at the barrel, they were through all of the barrel. Now, as we speak, the wife is still in the barrel. So can we say the wife should be in the know of what happened to the family? Because the person that took the wife to the barrel was the puppet man. When the puppet is there, why is the wife still doing to the barrel? She not cooperating with the family, she not interacting with the family, nothing at the camp. So there are uncertainties that surround, even those of us that call on the radio, even those of us that sit on the media, advocating for all the other uncertainties that surround us. But this will not fire us because this is their intent to scare us, to keep us silent, so that they can be able to continue to do the dubious acts against the Liberian people. You see what you're talking about, the gentleman? Same March, according to you, you've been taking paid. You're not being transferred to the government account. Only when Accra Grade raise the issue, you are going to just to take the entire money from your godfather to go and deposit claiming that you want to be fair. You are not fair. Get on the best statement. Tell on when and how you collected the money and how you got the money today to take it to certain bank to deposit it. But thank to you guys that always reveal to truth to all. We're going to stand by you guys. We hope that by God here you will stand with us. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. We leave you right there. Let's take this person. We take one more, then we go home. This person, go ahead. 1 minute.
Yes, Oliver, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, this is Peter Lee. I'm calling you from Johnsonville.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Peter Lynn, quickly, no time.
Yes, Oliver, you know, if this government really says that this army guy killed himself, I see no reason why they should be doing that whole case like they are hiding information from the family, hiding everything from the family. If they are very sure that it's making himself, I think everything should be open to the family so that they can get involved. And lastly, Oliver, the issue of my own brother, Sekui, I am sure he is not the only person. There are many of them are working for the capital building, like Dylan former, I don't know, office staff or whatever. And other people are working to the capital building and they gave them job in this government. So we are sure. I am very sure they are also taking pay as well.
No, they don't personal staff. Don't want that personal staff. I mean, once they are ordinary lawmaker staff, that one a different thing. You know, they are not on the they are not on the CSA.
I'm talking about all those who are also appointed in the government. They are working at the capital building. They are appointed in the government, just like Sekui.
Okay.
Not the only person. There are many of them are doing the double dipping in this government.
Okay.
Because these are things that they are good at doing. We know them very well. The United Party people.
Thank you. We'll leave you right there. We take the last person. You are the last caller. Go ahead.
Good evening, KOK.
Good evening.
Thank God I am the last caller for the day. You know, KOK, good evening to my dear sister. Thank you for giving me the opportunity this evening. I'm Robert Bakoya, calling from 17th Street, Bagley Avenue.
Go ahead.
Honorable Pastor, we are in serious trouble in this country. Pastor KOK, we are in serious trouble. Yes, we are in serious trouble. Seriously. You know, we elected a lot of rebels in this country considered to be VIP. This is a thing we'll continue, we'll suffer for 45.5 years because the people don't value human life. When those people killed people yesterday, You value nobody's life. You remember our president is part of the local defense force. So let somebody come to argue with me. Our president, Joseph Nyuma Bouaka, is part of the local defense force. So what you expect? You know Prince Johnson, where you coming from? INPFL. Who last night we were on last night. You remember Bud Naked? You remember a lot of people that part of the war yesterday. They are all holding top position. Buju Ben Keita. Where did he come from? He come from you remember? So we in serious trouble in this country because we put so rebels in a territory. We will not be able to speak to any intangible thing here because any good thing you're talking against and they will haunt you. I myself who's speaking now, we know sometimes someone can be afraid because God is protecting us. But other people can be afraid, but we're not afraid because we know these people behavior. At the end of the day, they'll chase people, they'll run after people overnight to destroy people, to go and put bodies somewhere so they can say, oh, found somebody body. That is the same people will do the same thing because they are the people that fought in this country, and value human life. So thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you very much.
Be mindful. We are going to base and pray to God because other than that, Joseph Bouaka is leading us to total chaos. Thank you.
We leave you right there. We leave you right there, my dear brother. Okay, we leave you right there. Alexa, we got to go.
Oh well. I guess the country right now, I don't know. Every day you get up, you get new things. Every day you go to bed, it's like a different story. But we'll be back here tomorrow, and hopefully we'll talk about the CSA issue.
Okay, hopefully we'll talk about the CSA issue. Hopefully that's what we're going to be talking about.
This is another hip hop classic.
Mr. Bouaka is now in charge of the country. The blue t-shirts have disappeared. The green t-shirts are the ones in charge of the country. They told you were hungry. They told you were in starvation. What is it today? Do you have the opportunity to eat 3 times a day? Are your children's school fees coming on time? Do you have pipe-on water? Are there signs to show that your food will start to come sooner than expected? That's what it is. We're going to leave the show on this note. Enjoy the song. It's called Pot Balling by Espole, Takun J, everybody pot balling my fucking board, Nigga Dunzo, and the rest of the other people. Enjoy it. We'll be here on Thursday, Goswell, right there on The Conversation. Mr. Bouaka was elected to lead, and we are appealing to him to do just that. The people of Liberia may not have job in his government, but they have the right to leave. Nobody should die because they are critical of this administration. And that's why it is. We gotta go.
So we're making no money. I'm telling